Do you want to become the best version of yourself? Do you want to live a happy and successful life? If your answer is yes, then mental strength is the key. But how can one cultivate a strong mind? Alongside this, there are certain habits you may have that weaken your spirit without you realizing it. The answers will be found in this video. Join me, Buddha Teachings, as we explore and eliminate the thoughts that make you weak, allowing you to overcome every challenge and achieve your goals. In this video, I will discuss 8 common habits that people often fall into, 8 thought patterns that drag us deeper into mental weakness without our awareness. The first habit: negative thinking. This is a habit that easily takes over the mind, leading us to focus on the bad, the difficulties, and the failures, thereby weakening our spirit and our ability to face life's challenges. Negative thinking often clings to us like a dark lens, obscuring the light and beauty of life, making everything seem gloomy and hopeless. When we only focus on the negative aspects, we not only devalue ourselves but also miss out on the opportunities and goodness happening around us. Negative thinking can deeply influence our actions and decisions. It can make us hesitant, avoiding risks and challenges because we believe that everything will fail. It's like standing before a door that opens to new possibilities, but only seeing the dangers ahead. We create barriers for ourselves and live in worry and fear. To overcome this negative thinking, Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just about being aware of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations in the present moment, but also the ability to observe them without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we can recognize the negative thought patterns we often get caught in and learn to observe them calmly without letting them control our emotions and actions. Additionally, Buddhism teaches us to accept things as they are, rather than resisting or trying to control them. Accepting the presence of negative thoughts and emotions without judgment helps reduce their power. This creates space for more positive experiences to arise, like light shining into the darkness. When we accept and let go of negative thoughts, we not only free ourselves from burdens, but also open the door to peace and happiness in life. Thus, positive thinking is not just a concept. It is a journey of self-discovery and a path towards inner peace. The second habit: complaining about things beyond your control. In life's journey, we often fall into the trap of complaining about things beyond our control. This habit not only weakens mental strength, but also shifts our attention from seeking solutions to focusing on pointless problems. When our mind gets caught in a whirlwind of complaints, we easily become overwhelmed by feelings of disappointment and helplessness, like a ship lost in a storm without knowing where to steer. Buddhism teaches that complaining about things beyond our control is like holding on to a hot coal. The longer we hold it, the more we hurt ourselves. These complaints don't change reality. They only keep us stuck in problems, unable to see the light of solutions. This plunges our mind into negativity, diminishing our ability to recognize and embrace life's precious moments. When we complain, we often fall into the trap of thinking that tough times will last forever. But as a natural law, everything changes. The ups and downs of life are like dancing in the rain. Instead of being saddened by the storm, we should learn to accept and enjoy each raindrop. This acceptance not only brings us relief, but also halts the cycle of complaints. Buddhism also encourages us to shift focus from the uncontrollable to what we can control. Like steering a ship in a storm, while we can't change the weather, we can control our vessel. When we focus on what we can adjust, from improving ourselves to developing problem-solving skills, we gradually free ourselves from feelings of helplessness and step out of the shadow of complaints. Additionally, letting go is an essential part of this journey. Letting go is like setting down a heavy bag full of worries, allowing us to feel lighter and create space for happiness. By applying these teachings, we can face life's challenges with more resilience, accept change, and focus on what truly matters. This not only frees us from complaints, but also gives us strength and patience to overcome difficult times, opening the door to peace and happiness in our soul. The third habit, excessive attachment to past events. In life, we can't avoid memories, both joyful and painful. However, being overly attached to past events, especially painful memories, can become a major obstacle to personal growth and prevent us from enjoying the present. Painful memories can become large shadows in our minds, obscuring the light of the present. When we remain immersed in these memories, we lose the ability to appreciate the beauty of life around us and miss out on valuable opportunities for change and growth. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of living in the present, a concept known as mindfulness. Mindfulness is not only about paying attention to what's happening right now, but also about accepting the past as a part of life without letting it shape or control us. We can learn from past experiences, but we shouldn't let them dominate our present life. Letting go of painful memories is like loosening a tight rope around the soul. When we free ourselves from these pains, we create space for freedom and happiness. Moreover, Buddhism teaches that acceptance is an integral part of this journey. We should accept that life is a series of changes and ups and downs. Every memory, whether painful or joyful, brings us valuable lessons. Instead of clinging to past memories, we should learn to view them with gratitude and allow them to be the bricks that build our path to personal growth. Finally, focusing on the present moment helps us live more fully. We can find joy in the small things around us, the laughter of loved ones, the taste of a meal, or the sunlight shining down. When we live in the present, we'll realize that life is still full of beautiful things, waiting for us to discover. By letting go of the past, we open the door to growth, allowing ourselves to develop and reach our dreams and aspirations for the future. This journey not only brings peace to the soul, but also helps us become better versions of ourselves. The fourth habit, comparing yourself to others. In the modern world, where information and images flood through social media, comparing ourselves to others has become a common habit. Though this instinct may stem from a natural need for self-assessment, if not managed carefully, it can lead to feelings of inferiority and dissatisfaction with ourselves. When we constantly focus on the success, beauty, or talent of others, we easily forget the unique value of our own existence. This is like looking at a beautiful painting without realizing that it may not reflect the true colors of our own life. Buddhism emphasizes that each person has their own path and unique mission in life. Comparing ourselves to others only increases distraction and suffering. Instead of allowing these feelings of dissatisfaction to overshadow our own value, we must learn to appreciate our strengths and unique experiences. As the Buddha taught, seek the light within you. This means focusing on the good within ourselves, accepting our flaws, and recognizing that they are an essential part of our growth journey. To overcome this habit of comparison, we need to practice gratitude. Each day, take some time to acknowledge what we love about ourselves, from the smallest achievements to the good qualities we possess. Practicing gratitude helps us realize that life is not just a competition, but a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Moreover, instead of viewing others as competitors, we can see them as sources of inspiration. This helps expand our mind and encourages us to seek better things. Instead of focusing on what others have, look at what we can learn from them and how they can motivate us to rise. In the end, comparing ourselves to others is not just a habit, but a lesson in mindful living. When we become aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can more clearly see our value and purpose in life. This way, we'll have the ability to build a meaningful life, where our self-confidence and self-worth. Habit number 5. Blaming others for your own difficulties. In life, there are times when we face challenges and difficulties, and often, our first reaction is to blame others for these problems. However, this habit not only weakens our mind, but also causes us to lose control over our own lives. When we blame others, We refuse to take responsibility for our actions and decisions, which can lead to an endless spiral of negativity. Buddhism teaches us that every action produces a corresponding reaction, a concept known as the law of cause and effect, or karma. According to this law, every event in life stems from our own actions, words, and thoughts. No one else is responsible for the problems we encounter but ourselves. When we blame others, we are not only evading responsibility, but also creating a barrier between ourselves and the truth, which burdens our soul and disrupts our inner peace. Understanding and applying the law of cause and effect in life is a crucial step to breaking the habit of blaming. Instead of looking at those around us and assigning blame to them, we should ask ourselves, what did I do to contribute to this situation? This question not only helps us gain clearer self-awareness, but also leads us to seek solutions rather than focusing solely on the problem. Moreover, Buddhism teaches that forgiving others is an important part of healing the soul. Forgiveness does not mean accepting the wrong actions of others. It means removing the weight of anger and resentment from our minds. When we forgive, we not only free ourselves from negative emotions, but also create space for peace and happiness to enter our lives. By letting go of the habit of blaming and taking responsibility for our own actions, we will find inner strength and the ability to steer our lives. Gradually, we will realize that difficulties are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth and development. Through this, we can open the door to true happiness, where our soul is no longer bound by troubles and resentment, but instead filled with serenity and peace. Habit number 6, letting emotions control you. In life, emotions are powerful currents that can lead us to make unwise decisions if left unchecked. When we are unaware of our emotions, they are like raging waves on the ocean, capable of carrying us to places we do not want to go. This imagery is reminiscent of sitting in a boat on a river, where without anyone steering, the boat will drift aimlessly with the current. Buddhism teaches that observing our emotions is immensely important. This means we should recognize and watch our emotions as we would observe a river from the shore. When we can observe without being swept away by the emotional current, we gain a better understanding of their causes and origins. This allows us not to react impulsively, but to choose more appropriate and effective responses. Mindfulness, a core concept in Buddhist philosophy, acts as the oar in the hands of the person steering the boat. It allows us to direct our lives, helping us identify emotions as soon as they arise, so we can think rationally about their causes and make sound decisions. For example, when we feel anger over a situation, instead of letting it control our actions, with mindfulness, we can pause, reflect, and ask ourselves, why do I feel this way? And what response would be best in this situation? When we possess this ability, we can turn anger into an opportunity to resolve issues calmly and constructively. Instead of letting emotions overpower reason, we can learn to control them, becoming the leader of our lives rather than victims of our emotions. Through practicing mindfulness, we maintain mental strength and inner peace, even in the face of emotional challenges. This not only helps us make better decisions, but also allows us to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Life is a journey, and mastering emotions is the key to unlocking our infinite potential. Only when we can control our emotions can we attain true peace and happiness in life. Let mindfulness guide you, and you will see life become brighter and more meaningful each day. Habit number 7, seeking perfection. In a world where everything exists in an imperfect state, the pursuit of perfection can become a path of perpetual disappointment. We are often swept up in the towering standards set by society, causing us to lose the ability to appreciate the simple and beautiful things around us. Buddhism reminds us that everything is in a state of change, and this impermanence is the true nature of life. Nothing is eternal, and perfection is merely a concept we create in our minds. The desire for perfection can cause us to close ourselves off, leading us to miss out on opportunities that bring joy and meaning to life. Accepting the imperfections of ourselves and the world is a crucial turning point, opening the door to freedom and peace. When we recognize that everyone can make mistakes and that no one is perfect, we find it easier to forgive ourselves and others. Viewing life through the lens of imperfection allows us to see that the journey is more valuable than the destination. The lessons, memories, and emotions we experience along the way are what make life rich and meaningful. When we stop seeking perfection, we can more easily appreciate the beauty hidden in the small and simple things, like a friend's smile, a stunning sunset, or the sound of raindrops. True happiness often comes from simple things, peaceful moments that we easily overlook when we cling to unrealistic standards. Instead of demanding perfection from life, learn to accept what you have and find beauty in imperfection. When we cherish each moment, life opens up new horizons where true joy and meaning can flourish. Let imperfection lead you to richer experiences, and you will realize that happiness is not a destination, but an ongoing journey. Embracing imperfection is not only a lesson, but also an art of living, helping us live more freely and fully with ourselves. Habit number 8, avoiding difficulties. In the journey of life, we often encounter challenges and difficulties that cannot be avoided. However, instead of facing and learning from these experiences, many of us tend to evade and avoid the trials that life presents. This habit not only weakens the mind, but also prevents us from growing and maturing. Buddhism teaches that every difficulty and challenge contains valuable lessons, opportunities for us to understand ourselves and the world around us better. When we face difficulties, we stand before a door that leads to personal growth. Avoiding them keeps us trapped in our comfort zone, where growth cannot occur. Instead, when we choose to accept and confront challenges, we begin to discover the hidden strength within. In reality, difficult experiences often help us grow, and it is in moments of challenge that we learn patience, resilience, and perseverance. Buddhism encourages us to develop a mindful attitude, which means being aware of our thoughts and emotions in every moment, and being ready to accept difficulties as a natural part of life. When we can accept that challenges are part of living, it becomes easier to find solutions and overcome obstacles. When facing challenges, remember that every step and every decision is an opportunity to learn and grow. Difficulties are not just obstacles, but valuable lessons that teach us perseverance and the strength within. See each challenge as an opportunity to explore your abilities, to become stronger and wiser. Facing and embracing difficulties not only helps us grow, but also opens new doors where true joy and satisfaction can emerge. By approaching challenges with courage and patience, we will find our inner strength and achieve peace of mind, even in the toughest moments. Let challenges become teachers, guiding you on the path of self-development, turning life into a rich and meaningful journey. Life is a continuous journey of learning and growth. Building a strong mind is the most precious gift you can give yourself. Be persistent and never give up on your dreams. Buddha's teachings will always accompany you on every step of your path to enlightenment. See you in the next video.